very quickly, I assume. So today we have a bunch of things to do. Mainly Thomas is going to be coming up, and we're going to be putting this engine, the good engine, into his FRS. So hopefully that gets finished today. It shouldn't be too hard. It's just literally throwing the engine in, bolting it up, and then plugging it in, and that will be great. Then we have to move Alan's car in to get it ready for the M50 swap, which will be also really interesting and cool. And for now, actually, so it's about 7 a.m. Thomas will be here by around 9, so we'll start working on that. And in the meantime, I am going to go put the M2 wheels onto, well, the original wheels onto the car, so tomorrow I can drive the triple nickel. So the car's outside currently warming up, and I now have Corona. Excuse me. I have, yeah. All right, so we got the M2 done, and now we have the E34 to work on. And to fix this, we're going to replace the AC condenser. Now, I don't believe I've actually done a good job explaining what that does, but the AC condenser is this radiator that you see right behind the fan. It is not the engine rad, which is this guy. It actually sits right in front. So basically the purpose of that is to cool off the refrigerant as it passes through the AC unit. So you have the pump for the AC compressor, right? And then it circulates refrigerant into the, I guess, heater core inside the car. The AC rad, or the AC condenser, allows the coolant to be cooled off by the air flowing through the car. As you drive forward, or through the various fans, either the crank, if that's on, or the electric fan in the front. So this is what a new one looks like, and unfortunately it's actually destroyed already. It's bent, but it does hold pressure, so that's all that matters. And this piece needs to get bent back. So I don't understand why it's so hard to ship a radiator and not destroy it. Unfortunately, the AC rad that I got, I can't use. It doesn't really fit the fan, as you can see here and here and here. So, also, it is just completely crushed in that section. So currently, Thomas is trying to get a dowel pin out. Is it coming?
Can't really tell. No, I'm not moving it at all.
Excellent. He's not moving it at all. So we're going to apply my old friend, the torch. So while Thomas and I are getting his engine in, which is actually going really well, we're using some of the bell housing bolts to draw the engine back into the trans. Alan is working on his M50, so there is some M50 work going on as well. I'll show you that now. Over here, in the project zone number 7, Alan is working on his M50. Obviously, the oil pan is off. We showed you that last time. But now, this is cool, Alan has safety wired his oil pump nut and used blue Loctite on it. A common issue for these M50s is that the oil pump nut falls off. So it's a reverse threaded nut, and basically with up and down revs, it just falls off. Then you have no oil pressure, then you have a bad time. So the fix is to safety wire it and Loctite it. So he's doing that. And now,
I didn't technically do that right, but
it's fine. And now, yeah, well, we're using Alan's engine to see if that's how we should do it on my engine. But now,
which will in the future be my engine. What? Why is that so screwed up right there?
probably just pitted. Get pitted, so pitted. So right now, Alan is cleaning out the water passages, or at least what he can access to the water passage. So unfortunately, we had a bit of a power failure, but luckily, this Honda generator comes in handy. And right now, this is powering all of the shop, everything that we need in there. So that's lights and music and, well, that's all we need in there. So Thomas currently is putting the exhaust nuts onto the header and
Never mind that one.
so he's putting all the exhaust nuts on right now, and then we have to do all of the top end accoutrement, but the engine is in, it is sitting on the mounts. We of course have to put the mount nuts back on, and then all of the plastic paneling, the AC condenser, the bracing, the intake stuff, but none of that really should take too long, which is actually pretty good. So the engine got put back in about an hour. We started around 9:30 and the engine was back in around 10:30, and now we're just doing, you know, the remaining stuff, so it's not taking very long, which is really good. Alan is over here playing with some seals.
Not
So-
having a great time with it either.
So the interesting thing about this is that there's a front seal, which is common on most engines, but I mean, it is, but where is your, yes. So the way this M50 is designed is actually very clever. If you look on the pulley for the AC, there is a bolt pattern, and that goes through the harmonic balancer and the crank position timing gear. So once you unscrew all of those, you get to this crank snout, which is pretty cool. This is what normally they have. So this is the crank snout. Now this is the side that's inside the engine, this is outside the engine, and the balancer and pulleys just bolt right to this. Kieran is working on his E30.
Sure am, for once. Don't do that.
And then Thomas is finishing up putting the new oil in.
Like 8 to noon, so sit close. Like 4 hours ago.
Do you not have something grounded?
The injector fuse is out.
Oh, you didn't put it back in?
No, we did that specifically so we
Oh,
we pump oil around it.
Dummy. Just put it back in and call it good. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, seems okay. So the good news is we got Thomas's car all done, and it's sitting right over there, and it drove and it bled, and it's fantastic.
Don't listen to him.
Well, we got most of the air out,
No,
probably.
it didn't bleed. There's no blood coming out of it.
Turns out there's no blood coming out of it.
Science.
But the worst news is that Alan's engine, I don't believe, has any compression. So, oh, it has a little bit, I'm told.
15% to 20%.
Like 15% to 20%.
Actually, that'd be about 30.
Actually, that'd be about 30. So,
Half-inch drive. Or ratchet.
it's sitting on top of your engine.
Really?
Yeah.
That's where I put it. Has a 22 on it.
So Alan's engine doesn't really have much, if any, compression.
30%.
So, unfortunately, it looks like he's going to have to rebuild that engine or source a different one. For now, however, we are going to try to do a compression test. So we're going to attach it to a transmission, put the starter on, give it power, see if we can get it to spin. And, what else are we gonna do? Yeah, we're gonna do that, and he's gonna put some RTV on the gasket, on the oil pan gasket. He's gonna reuse the old one, and for now, he's gonna do the rear crank seal, since that will have to be redone anyway.
You have to cut that. I was incompetent.
No cuts. I'm pulling a Whistling Diesel style.
See, that one was actually clean.
You're not putting them in the same order that they came out?
It didn't start that time, but I never had an issue after.
I do.
Of course you do. You're a little special sometimes.
He even does his lug nuts the same way.
No. Do you have them marked so you know which one's which?
No, but I take them out and I put them on the ground in a pattern.
Of course you do.
So they go in the same hole.
You know the thread is all the same in all of them, right?
Yes. Duffy is about to start the E30 with basically an open dump.